here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today we have a great episode in store for you guys, sharing a new Hog Cycle deck 2.9 being played by Duranacoda. Before we get to that, I do want to kind of update you guys on the Clan War update news. I put out like a quick 4-minute video yesterday if you want to check that out, talking about a Clash Royale Supercell post on Reddit confirming they are working and planning on releasing Clan Wars into Clash Royale. Now there has been a little bit of a Twitter back and forth here that I wanted to share with you guys just to catch you up really quickly. So I put out a poll on Twitter. Do you think that Clan Wars in Clash Royale will match players against the clan they're facing? Or will it be a race for who can collect more crowns or wins over a certain period of time? Now this morning, Clash Royale official Twitter account responded to me saying, if we were working on Clan Wars, it wouldn't be head-to-head initially, but direct clan v clan are definitely something we'd want to bring later. Colton says, you guys know Colton, he says, what's the point of a clan war if it's just racing for crowns that can either be abused by dropping trophies, either head-to-head like 10v10 all at once, or a tournament of 1 hour where your team can only match the opponent's 25 versus 25 is the only thing that would be a good addition. Now Clash Royale comes back with, what's the point in assuming the worst when you don't have the info? No one said it would be just racing for crowns. If we are working on Clan Wars, that is. And then this guy says, Gaming with Neff YouTube says, everybody's concerned because there hasn't been really good feature updates in a long time, or future updates, and everybody is nervous that there will be another disappointment. Clash Royale's last words, don't worry, we got this. So guys, I'll leave you with that. Now let's get to the main video. So this is the deck that we're going to be covering today, 2.9 Hog Cycle. It's a really cool deck. I don't know who first played it right now. I can't tell you, but Duranacoda messaged me telling me he's been having a ton of success with this deck, both in challenges and on ladder. It's a really, really solid variation of the deck, and it does much better against all the beatdown that's going on right now in the meta, in the bridge spam, right? So Tombstone is a defensive answer, and you guys remember, when was the last time that Tombstone was popular in the game? Anybody? Anybody? You in the back with a hand? Okay. It was when bridge spam was a thing, when the Vietnam deck was a thing, which was the original bridge spam, right? So that was probably 6 months or a year ago now, but that's when Tombstone came back with a ferocity that we haven't seen till, well, maybe now, right? So Tombstone is good again because of how much Golem, how much Goizen, and how much bridge spam is going around in the meta. Other than that, we do have the synergy between the Ice Spirit and the Ice Golem, being able to kill swarm cards like Minion Horde, and Goblin Gang. We also have the Log for ground troops, obviously, and to play predictively with the Hog Rider. Our other spell is going to be Fireball, traditional in a Hog deck, and then we have Flying Machine and Mega Minion. Of course, Flying Machine and Mega Minion are going to give you guys great air support in this deck. So against air decks, we have Flying Machine, Fireball, obviously, Tombstone to distract if needed, and Ice Golem and Ice Spirit along with Mega Minion and Flying Machine. So that's kind of a deck rundown. By the way, guys, a really awesome new deck kind of information segment that I'm going to do before every single episode that I do deck reviews on is going to be coming to the channel hopefully this week, definitely by next week, and it's going to be really awesome, just giving you guys substitutions, trophy levels, ratings on the decks, and everything else. It's going to be, I just can't wait to share it with you guys. But little sneak peek of what's to come on CWA Mobile Gaming. So let's go ahead and hop into the replays here. Let's start with the one against the new bait deck. Now Hattie, for those of you, Hattie and Prince Lucky are both really good players. You can see 20-win players, both of these guys. So let's start out going against them here. And let's start out against Three Musketeers because, man, Three Musketeers is a pain to go against here. So actually, it's not even Three Musketeers. Next, that'll be in the next replay, I promise. This is going to be a bait deck. So this is the new kind of bait deck. Speaking of bait, tomorrow's episode should probably be Morton back on the channel, the bait god, with his new version of bait, which is actually different than the version that Hattie979 is playing right now. So here we go. We start off just by kind of cycling. Of course, with any Hog Cycle deck, you can start out with Hog if you want to be aggressive in the beginning of the game. Just don't overcommit, because obviously counter pushes, just like a graveyard deck, just like any deck, where you're sending in your win condition that only targets buildings or that's going to die eventually, you just have to be very careful about the counterattack. So here comes the opponent. Hattie's going to drop the minion horde there, and obviously, you know, minion horde is really difficult to kind of dodge and get around when you're playing the air sweeper, aka the flying machine. You guys know, or longtime subs might know, that I always call the flying machine an air sweeper. I don't know, maybe my Clash of Clans days just won't die. But anyway, here we go. It's the air sweeper, it's the flying machine in the right lane. He misses that miner though, unfortunately, for Dar, but the flying machine almost does get to the tower, forcing the opponent to drop that preemptive ice golem. So then Hattie reloads with the princess in front of the king tower. Now another thing with this deck that you guys want to do is try to identify all the hard counters to the hog really early on. Now obviously in this match, Dar already knows what deck the opponent is playing here, so he knows he's going against a bait deck. You might not know it has a miner in the deck, but he knows that, you know, they have a lot of swarm answers for the hog. So every time he sends in his hog rider, he's going to be sending in the ice golem or at least the ice spirit with it because of all the swarm cards. Now if you go against a deck that has 3 musketeers, which we'll watch after this replay, of course things are going to be a little bit different. You'll have to have that fireball ready in case your opponent plays a preemptive or predictive 3 musketeers in front of their king tower. You'll have, you know, the hog going down the lane, and then you'll be ready with the fireball. So here we go, another nice log value here, and then we're gonna reload with that mega minion right on top of the tower there. And we know the opponent is running the version of bait without the rocket, so we can actually afford to cluster up both of our air units, the flying machine and the mega minion, on top of that left tower. So here comes that miner again, getting a lot of chip damage, but check out us. We get that left tower down with a hog with the help of the flying machine, mega minion doing a little bit of cleanup duty. Now we're gonna go ahead and use the ice golem to distract the minion horde, and we're gonna use the mega minion to clean up a little bit. Of course, that flying machine will take a while to kind of bleed through that miner's HP, but we're still mitigating the damage here, and we know the opponent doesn't have a big spell. You can see they're already kind of log cycling here, but Hattie's not gonna have enough time. He needs to connect with this goblin barrel. Dar's there. He's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with a log here. I'm gonna save the log. I'm just gonna fireball for now. He caught that miner and able to come away with the victory. This is a really fun deck to play, guys. So let's go ahead and show the 3M Ram against Prince Lucky. This is the 3 Musketeer deck. I promise you guys this time. I'm an old man. I'm forgetting what I'm saying, guys. So here we go. Prince Lucky on the bottom this time. Dar this time on the top. So Prince Lucky, you can see he's going to want to cycle to his pump. Dar has no idea what he's playing, obviously. And let's see how he plays this one against a 3 Musketeer deck. A really annoying 3 Musketeer deck. I think it's the classic version that Prince Lucky is playing with the Miner, Battle Ram, or the Pencil, as tag says. And indeed it is. You can see the Miner is the, what, 7th card up, 6th card up? I lost count. Anyway, Dar's going to go ahead and try to send in the Hog. Unfortunately for Dar, the Hog does have a mind of its own. He does actually get to that left tower, and there's the 3 Musketeers that we talked about, right? And what a beautiful fireball there. Getting great fireball value also against that Elixir Collector. Of course, Prince Lucky, you saw his hand there. He really didn't have any choice what to play there. You know, he knew it was going to come the fireball after he saw the Hog, I'm sure, but he had, what are you going to do? Place the Battle Ram against the Hog? Nothing to do. Place the Miner against the Hog? No. Place the Ice Golem? The Zap? No. You had to play the 3 Musketeers. So here we go again. Dar's just going to go ahead and take advantage of the cycle of this deck, the very fast cycle of this deck, and try to get a little chip damage with that Ice Spirit. Meanwhile, he's going to cycle a Flying Machine, and Prince Lucky says, wow, you just don't expect to see a Flying Machine in a Hog deck, but you can see Flying Machine's going to do really good work here, and Flying Machine's even better against big beatdown decks, against giant decks, against golem decks. The Flying Machine and, of course, the Tombstone Mega Minion are all going to help you guys out a great deal. And Flying Machine can be awesome for sniping. What's the most annoying card? And let's say it together. Goblin Huts. Goblin Huts. The Flying Machine can be a great answer to Goblin Huts on your opponent's side of the arena, placing one aggressively near the river in the center of your arena. So here we go again. Dar has the lead here, and you can see that Prince Lucky hasn't been able to get really much damage at all. A little bit of damage off that left tower, but at this point, he's going to have to mount a really big comeback here in double elixir time, which, you know, to be fair to him, is where this deck certainly shines. So he splits the Musketeers really high here. He wants to make sure he can get all the value he can. Unfortunately, it was a big flop there. A beautiful Ice Spirit freezing, and then a Fireball takes out 2 of those Musketeers. Now Dar has a cycle all the way back to the Ice Golem again. He's he's going to rely on the Mega Minion and the Flying Machine. 2 Flying Machines, and at a point there, 2 Mega Minions on the board, on the arena. That Flying Machine does connect to the King Tower as well, and now all Dar really has to do is just kind of spam here, keep up the pressure, fireball those Musketeers, takes that King Tower down to 671 HP, guys. Man, that's nasty. This deck is nasty. I really am a big fan of this new meta deck. You know, it's not that it's so much more amazing than the traditional like 2.6 Hog cycle or any other Hog deck. What it really does, in my opinion, is it just provides a little bit of a better answer, a little bit of a better counter to the other popular meta decks going around the game. Okay, let's go ahead and watch the next replay here, and it's going to be against Brit Spam, or you know what? I want to see the one against P.E.K.K.A. Zappies. You guys know how much I hate that deck. By the way, I did create a video, oh god, I sound like so official. I created a video. I made a video on how to counter this P.E.K.K.A. Zappies deck. If you guys haven't seen that, I will link it in the description below for you guys. So here we go. Again, we're going to start out with a Hog Rider, and oh no. We're going against this deck. That's probably what's going through Dar's mind. At least it's what would be going through my mind. So here he comes. A little bit of bridge spam here from Vegeta, and we're going to go ahead and answer that beautifully with an Ice Golem. And then we're going to finish off those with a Log. We'll take a couple incidental hits from the Zappies here, but not a big deal. We have to play the Mega Minion, unfortunately, to take care of that Miner. That one Spear Goblin would kind of bleed us dry there on that right tower, taking it down to 1968. Could have been worse, right? I mean, we were able to defend that all with a Mega Minion and an Ice Golem. Not too bad. Now we get the Hog Rider all the way to the tower there. Mega Minion's gonna go to town on that P.E.K.K.A., taking the P.E.K.K.A. down to about 2/3 HP before he enters our side of the arena. So now this is gonna have to take some dexterous defense here, and a beautiful kite there, using the Ice Golem to kite both the Royal Ghost and the P.E.K.K.A. across the lane. This is gotta be frustrating for Vegeta. Look at that. I mean, absolutely getting no value out of the P.E.K.K.A. or the Royal Ghost on the counterattack. Of course, one swing to the tower that he's not even going for doesn't really mean much. So every time the opponent goes ahead and uses that hut, you know, we don't have to fireball because we have the Log, if we want to help out, chip damage. And, of course, more importantly, we do have the Flying Machine. You can see the Flying Machine did a great job there. We were able to save our Fireball instead for the Zappies there on the right tower and take that right tower down to 105 in combination with the Hog and the Fireball to kill those Zappies. So here comes a Flying Machine coming our way. We're going to go ahead and place that Ice Spirit to pause temporarily that Flying Machine and also make it retarget just in case it did target onto the right tower, which wasn't the case, but, you know, better safe than sorry. So here we go again. We're going to go ahead and reload with another Tombstone. If you don't know what to play at any given time with this deck, it's always a safe bet to play your Tombstone. Your Tombstone's going to be kind of your defensive stalwart in this deck. It's going to be always strong and always kind of setting the table, preventing a quick spam attack or anything like that. Me personally, against a deck like this, a more controlled deck, especially if I had the lead, which obviously Dar does, I would err on the side of playing a Tombstone before I played an aggressive Hog Rider. So with 30 seconds left, we were able to get that tower down on the right. Now all we have to do is defend. A beautiful Ice Spirit pulls everything back, retargets that Flying Machine away from our Flying Machine. We block the lane with the beautiful Ice Golem there. We take care of that P.E.K.K.A. with the Tombstone. Now we have 2 Flying Machines, ladies and gentlemen. We expertly avoid that poison, or Dar does. I always say we, like I'm playing with a pro, but I guess it's fun to pretend. So here comes the Hog in the left lane. It doesn't matter. It's too late. This match is already over. I do want to show one more replay against Bridge Spam because that's what we opened up kind of talking about, right? So let's see. I do want to see if he has a Lava Loon. Golem Double Prince. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Golem or... You can't answer me. It's like I'm streaming right now. Hey, guys, let me know in chat. All right, let's see the Bridge Spam because let's see. I don't know. This is the first win of the challenge here. Banned Electrify. He's a 14-game winner. Whoever has the most wins, that's what we'll show. 20-game winner. We're going to show the Bridge Spam, guys. Against Golem decks, I should mention, is what you want to do is really pressure the opposite lane as soon as they drop the Golem. They're only going to have 2 Elixir available to defend against it. So even if they have a good 2 Elixir option, which are few and far between, we have an answer to that in the Log or whatever. And then just continuing to put a lot of pressure on the opposite lane is really the keys that you want for success against a Golem deck or even a Lava Hound deck. Of course, against Lava Hound, you want to make sure you're saving your Flying Machine and your Mega Minion, spacing them out correctly so they're not victims of Fireball or Lightning or whatever whatever they have, and you'll be okay in that matchup too. So here we go, guys. I fast forward a little bit in the beginning. We'll fast forward until double elixir time because, again, it's 3 Musketeer bridge spam. I missed the 3 Musketeer part. Either way, you can see, again, we're going to be able to handle this matchup pretty... I wouldn't say pretty easily. It's challenging. It's always challenging to go against a 3 Musketeer deck, in my opinion. I love 3 Musketeer as a win condition. It's my favorite win condition in the game, and I also think it's really annoying to go against as a player. It's a really annoying deck to face. That's why I love it, I guess. Anyway, we get a lot of damage there. I'm going to go ahead and go back to single time here. Get a lot of damage against the right tower, but he has, you know, these big pushes coming into us, and we don't always have the time to fireball at the perfect time. And you can see here, he does get that left tower down to 290 damage. Now remember, really any 3 Musketeer deck, you know, 9 times out of 10, I don't know, 99 times out of 100, does not have a big spell. So even though that left tower is down to 290, it doesn't mean you shouldn't defend it. You should always defend, even with this deck, against a 3 Musketeer deck. So here we go again. It's 2 Musketeers in the right lane. We have Fireball ready. We don't use it there because we have the surviving Mega Minion. Now we use the Fireball there. We do lose that left tower, but we played a little bit of light defense. Didn't make it easy on the opponent. This is actually a really close match. I remember watching this one ahead of time. So the Hog takes down that right tower, and now we're going to set up with a Flying Machine again. The opponent's going to opt to pump here, of course taking advantage of possibly the entire 3 minutes of overtime. So we miss that Dark Prince, and Dar is not happy about it. Misses that Dark Prince with the Ice Golem. However, with 3 seconds left in regulation, this one's definitely going to overtime. So here we go. It's a Bandit in the right lane for the opponent. We know he doesn't have a big spell, so it's safe to play that Flying Machine on our right tower, even though it's the one he's obviously going for here. We're going to play an Ice Golem to kind of stop this Bandit here, and now it's almost time for the attack. Are we going to play the Tombstone first? We're not going to. We're going to be safe, I guess, at this point. Knowing he doesn't have a big spell, we're just going to continue to cycle in the back with our 2 big air targeting defensive cards. So it's the Flying Machine and it's the Mega Minion that will take down that Dark Prince, and now we're going to go in. So look at this buildup of counterattack troops that we have here, guys. We have the Flying Machine and the Mega Minion, along with the Ice Golem kind of stopping the Bandit in the right lane. Meanwhile, in the left lane, we're going to go ahead and log and Mega Minion, excuse me, that beautiful catch on those 3 Musketeers. The Flying Machine's going to clean up very nicely there, one-shotting the rest of the Musketeers. Now here comes the opponent. He's going all in here. You can almost tell that he's going all in. He has the Mega... I always call it the Minion Horde Mega Minion, man. I am an old man, guys. Don't ever get to be old. So here comes the Miner on the right tower, and we're just doing very good job at keeping the pressure up. Anytime he attacks or wants to get a big attack down, Dar is ready with that Hog push, kind of forcing the opponent to kind of pay more attention to the Hog, and that is how you handle a difficult matchup with this Hog deck, right? Is you keep applying the pressure. Same thing goes with Golem decks. You keep applying that pressure, eventually you'll stop the opponent from doing what they want to do and supporting their big push by just being aggressive on offense and somehow kind of mitigating the power that you'll need on the other end on defense. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. If you want to check out Dar's stats and player profile, I'll link all that in the description below, along with the deck link. I'll try to remember this time, guys. Thank you for watching all the way till the end. It means a lot to me, guys. So thank you, and as always, take care, guys.